Hello, and welcome back to Shovel Knight Dig. Today is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. Let's grab that daily run badge. I'm curious, did we stay in the top 5 yesterday? Or did we get knocked out? I imagine we got knocked out. No, top 5. Wow, hell yeah. Oh my god, by like a pretty wide margin, actually. I wonder if there aren't that many people doing the daily anymore. I have to press down every single time I want to go down. Let's just jump into the pit, but it did look like there were only like 30 or 40 people doing it at this point. I will say, I'm surprised that it speaks a little bit to the, I think, reception of this game, which I think is a little bit of a bummer, if I'm being totally honest, because oh, God. Wow, why am I messing this up so bad? I think that this game is really special. And I know that's not like the prevailing vibe, especially if you read like the reviews and go on Backlogged and see what people think about it there. I think some of the takeaways that people have are that it's like kind of rote or like a little bit by the numbers, and there's not that much there's not that much like... Ooh, God. I'm getting owned on this run. Wow. Well, we can't end it there, obviously. That was unbelievable, though. Do I pick up the weekly? No, you know what I'm gonna do? That was so funny. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch to the gold armor. We're gonna buy a relic key. And see if we can like progress the game slightly. That's my hope here. Anyway, I'm surprised that this game isn't kind of a bigger hit. And I don't know where that came from. You know, I think maybe people's expectations of what roguelikes need to do, that was kind of a bummer, is different now than it used to be. You know, I think for a time being Spelunky-like was enough. And now we're in a post-Hades world. Is this just gonna be a bomb? No, it's a chicken I don't need. Damn. We've said this on the podcast as well, but like, Hades is a game that does kind of dramatically change the bar set by this genre, I think, entirely. You know, it's one of those like for real kind of game-changing, for lack of a better term, formative titles in a genre. You know, it's like Breath of the Wild for open world games, especially in the stark contrast to Horizon Zero Dawn in the same year. What's the secret? I do not have an egg. Oh, but how I'd love an egg to put in this cool fiery nest. Hades was big, you know, and will continue to be big, and will continue to be the reference point, I think, for like 50 billion different great ideas when it comes to the roguelike genre and how... let's go like this. Yeah. And how well you can nail everything, you know? But I think a game like this with kind of a smaller... Look at that. Immediately get the relic door. That's very helpful. Kind of a smaller scope, I think, in terms of like what it's trying to accomplish. It just wants to be like a very arcadey thing. The Shadow Lockout. Send forth a ghostly projection, then warp to it. Do I have to aim down? Yo. This is sick. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, here we are. how deep into this game? There we go. And we're still getting cool new items. Let's see. Wow, this is fascinating. No, that's not it. Oh, I can move it. Okay. Nice. Oh, see, look at them teaching me. Goodbye. Wow, what a cool item. How useful is that going to be for me? I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. And anyway, this is all kind of a lead up to another thought I had, which is regarding Harvestella, of course, because everything is regarding Harvestella. Oh my god, I can't believe we're just in Hell Zone. Excuse me, please don't do that. Okay, do that. I'm sorry, this is just so tense because of all the shiny spikes. No! Oh my god. No! Oh my god. Maybe I should be using the Shadow Locket. Look at all these doors they're giving me, and no keys. Hook me up. I'm not even gonna try there. I got all 3 of these. We're fine. Got some health. Anyway. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've spent however many years at this point, I guess 4+ years at this point, making a podcast where we like specifically look for the good in things. But I do find, I think my, you know, as much as I can appreciate like a game that feels like a masterpiece, you know, like a Hades or a Death Stranding or something. I do think I've also kind of... Ooh, God. Okay. Well, looks like I've trapped myself in this situation. I found myself in a place where I can, I think, be okay with games being, like, fine, you know? Oh my god, oh my god. What the hell is happening on this run? So, like, in the case of Harvestella, I think, like, Harvestella is, like, a perfectly fine game. It reminds me so much, and I realized this yesterday while I was playing a little bit, of Fantasian, which is a mobile-first JRPG by the creator of Final Fantasy that I absolutely love. I think it's like a great entry point into the genre if you've never played JRPGs before. The fact that it's on mobile is great. And makes it... I don't know, just kind of streamlines the ways in which we interact with that kind of game in a way that I appreciate, and also brings some new ideas to the table. And I think it's a really stellar game. And Harvestella to me feels like, I don't know how I knew that this thing was going to be here. Harvestella to me feels like kind of a farm sim version of that, where like I don't need it to be the best game in the world, you know? And I think there's a lot of value in checking out stuff that, like, explicitly isn't the best game in the world. There we go. So here's my thought here. Well, first I'm going to kill this guy, and then we go, wow. Oop. Look at that. That was fun. I think I need health again. I've been having a really good time over the past, like, I don't know, year-ish. Making a more concerted effort to, like, play weirder stuff, I guess. Maybe not weirder, but, like, things that aren't, like, things that either never made it to the zeitgeist, but have, like, fan bases that people, you know, really are ardently, like, supporting a game that, like, nobody played or something. I think a good example of that is Lost Odyssey, which is also, weirdly enough, by the people that made Fantasia. Which I think is an absolutely brilliant, brilliant game that has some major flaws that made me, like, not want to finish it. I think I do. I have I think like 6 or 7 parts of a Let's Play of that game on this channel somewhere. But, hello. Can I phase through here? Do we think? Probably not. But what if I tried? Ooh. No. Okay. Always worth a shot. I found that game to be brilliant, and I think, you know, the things that it does well make it a game I think about literally all the time. Like, I'm constantly thinking about what Lost Odyssey was able to pull off, even though at the end of the day I think it had some major issues. But that game, if you haven't seen Let's Play, or if you just don't know anything about it, it essentially is like, increase your maximum health by 1. Yes, please. And also, if I can regain some health, that'd be great. Did I miss this one up here? Hang on. No, I didn't. So there was this era of the Xbox, the 360 specifically, in which, and this is like well reported because it's honestly still continuing. Microsoft and the Xbox just like was never really a hit in Japan. And to fix that, what's going on here? This is very interesting. Hello. Looks like I'm not gonna make it any further. Oh, all right. Thanks, man. That's pretty cool. To fix that, Microsoft invested in getting a couple games made by the creator of Final Fantasy, who had at that point recently or semi-recently left Square Enix to like forge his own path and make his own studio, which is called Mistwalker. Did I get the spike shoes and not even realize it? I did. You love to see it. And there are a couple games that they made as part of that deal. One of them was called Blue Dragon, which is an interesting game that I didn't like totally love, but it has art by Akira Toriyama, who is, you know, famous for Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger specifically. So it was like, let's reunite some of the people that made Chrono Trigger and make a new game, and that ended up being Blue Dragon, which some people love. Some people really like it. I couldn't get into it personally. I didn't find it. I didn't find it as compelling as I'd like it to have been. But Lost Odyssey, on the other hand, same designer, different artist, really beautiful artist. I wish I could think of the name right now, but it's escaped me. But that said, the idea of the game. Ooh, hello. Okay, so now what I'm realizing, the more this is happening, is that the cog on a string is how you like beat the game, which is pretty cool, honestly. Walk into dirt or jump to dig through. This seems like a nightmare, and it's gonna kill me, and I've never used it, so let's try it. I can still do this, which is nice. Oh god, yep. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a mess. Lost Odyssey. Oh God. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm just falling through. It's a game in which you play as this guy who has become essentially, well, not even essentially, but just is immortal. And it's about, like, essentially a class of people in the world who are immortal and how they deal with that, like, mentally. And it features some unbelievable writing. And I think tackles the idea of, like, immortality in a really fascinating way. And it, for my money, is, like, I think one of the best pieces of, like, fiction writing I've seen about, you know, like a kind of high concept like immortality. I think it's really special. But that game is marred by, unfortunately, like, combat I didn't love, really, is kind of what it came down to. I think that game gets, like, too hard and, like, was designed in such a way that feels kind of hostile. Because I think it's trying to be, like, a hardcore turn-based RPG, and ends up maybe being too much of that, and not everyone's going to feel that way. Some people out there on the internet, because I saw this myself when I was trying to play it, but some people out on the internet are like, the game's not hard. All you have to do is this, this, and this. It's like, come on, man. You can acknowledge that people might have difficulty with this. Point being, that game is, like, for all intents and purposes, you know, if you were to, like, give it a review score or something, it's fine. And because it's fine, I think it's the kind of thing that not a lot of people will check out, you know? I think it's easy to dismiss a game that's just fine. When you play stuff that's just fine, and you find the elements of it you really like, it helps you understand the elements you like of things that you really love later. So in the case of Harvestella, I know people aren't really enjoying it as much as I am. Oh, sad. But I think it's really special, and it's teaching me a lot about what I like about that genre, I think, and what it does well compared to things like Animal Crossing. And I guess to cap all this off, this rant I've been on for almost 20 minutes, I'm feeling the same way about Shovel Knight Dig, obviously, by the fact that I'm playing it every single day. Well, thank you for indulging me. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with more Shovel Knight Dig and probably some more stuff. There's a new season of Marvel Snap that started today, and I think I want to show off that new card. So I might do that at some point. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.